Hello, this is Nikki in Niagara, coming to you from Niagara Falls, Canada. And today is the day, or one of the days, that I always look forward to, and that is sharing my haul or my supplies and adult coloring books that came in this month. They came from various sources and various people, including myself. And that's the end of our preamble, and we'll get straight to it. Now, this first thing, if you're European, will not be any big thing to you. But I have recently, this year, discovered these things. And they don't sell them on Amazon.ca, and they don't sell them on Amazon.com. But there is one seller on Amazon.ca who does have them at a reasonable price. And I actually got two of these, but the other one is in use already. So this, I believe, the Europeans or Brits call it a presentation book. Here it says it's called a display book, and it is European made. It says it's size A4, which is the regular size of a paper. Of course, it's made in China, so who knows where they sell these. The brand is Chanyi. We don't use these in Canada, and I had never ever seen one. And once I've seen it, I can't understand why we don't use them. They're absolutely fantastic. You get these page protector thingies, which are melted into the plastic. And so you've got pockets, page pockets, that are like bound right into a binder. And they have nice flexible covers, and you don't have all the hassle of having a 3-ring binder. It's very light and easy to carry, and I just love being able to slip my papers in and out. An 8.5 by 11 fits in here perfectly fine, even though A4s are slightly narrower than 8.5. It's made big enough so that I think it actually measures 9, so there's plenty of room for an 8.5 in there. And A4s are taller than our 8.5 by 11, so no problem. Most of the pages I'm putting in here are 8.5 by 11s. So yeah, I got this to put, and I got 2 of them for a really good price. It says 60 pages. Sorry, says 60 pockets, and in reality that means it will fit 120 sheets, one on each side. Or you could probably fit 2 or 3 in 3 or 4 in there if you were putting duplicates in one. So I'm really thrilled to have got these 2. I'm putting in PDFs that I print out, and books that fall apart, and just that sort of thing. I've got a big use for those, so very thrilled to have gotten that. And the next thing is just a replacement set. My Bic fines are starting to run out. Had 5 or 6 of them run out around the same time, so it's time to have a second set on standby, because those are a staple in my coloring studio. And then it was my sister's turn to send me a gift this month, and her stuff is all mixed around in here, so I'll just mention it when I come to it. This is the first thing that she got me, is the 30 set of Shuttle Art permanent markers. And I have seen that there is a ultrafine set of these, so I'm going to get those. Next thing was actually, I actually ordered this in October, but it didn't come until November because they take such a long time to come. And this is a 72 pencil case. I have put my Koh-i-Noor Mondeluz pencils in there, and all 72 fit nicely. This is the, oh yeah, they have happy faces on the zipper. I wouldn't have ordered that on purpose, but it was so much cheaper, I decided to. So, you will not believe it, but this eraser here, it's wood, it's got a metal with a screw blade in there, is the best sharpener I had. It has no brand name on it or nothing. I actually have no idea where it came from. It's a little bit more sturdy to it than a plastic one has, but it was the best one that worked with these water soluble pencil crayons. And I have a lot of sharpeners. I have all the brand name ones. I can't remember their names right now, but yeah, I've got them. And that's the one that worked best. Oh. Then the very last supply I got, I am really thrilled with. And that is the 72 set of ink onyx pens. What are the ink onyx pens? They are what are replacing the Arteza. Oh, I'm going to have to let that go. These are replacing the Arteza fine liners. And that's exactly what these are. These are fine liners. But their new name is Ink Onyx. I've never had the regular Arteza. Oh, turn off. Turn off. Okay, I hope that's not bothering you. So, I've never had an Arteza fine liner, so I don't know what the difference is between these. But this has a smooth, matte finish to it. It says Arteza Ink Onyx 0.4, and it has a number, A178. And on the back, it tells you the names of the colors. So there are two or three. Yeah, there's 3 pans in here. Now they do come in 102, but I thought that was just a bit much. I figured 72 would do me because I also have some small sets of Stabilo and Stettler, which are the only ones I've used up to this point. I have used these and I really like them. I would say that they're on a par with the Stabilos. The Stabilos are better, but these are pretty close to them, and I like them just as much. The Stettlers are, I would say, a little bit under these, because these have a long tip, and so do the Stabilos, but the Stettler ones have a shorter one, and I find that the metal sometimes catches, and you can't do a sideways movement with them. So, I'm not too sure if I'm going to get those out and do a review and a swatch or whatever of them, because I think they've been done. So, now we're on to the books. I have been keeping up with Chameleon Angelkova, and this is her 50 swirly mandalas. And it's a normal normal type of mandala book with swirls in it. So ever since the springtime book came out, I have been keeping up with her and buying all her new ones and gradually getting the older ones as I go along. I did not buy the wintertime one this winter because with the springtime, summertime, and autumn one, I got really tired of coloring pictures inside circles. I want me some real mandalas, circles that, you know, go round and round. So the next one of those I will purchase. And I'm going to put my books on this side. Okay, next is Zen Master, Color by Numbers. Now, way back in the summer, they had a book come out called Lighthouses, and I got it and the previous book, I think it's just called India, and I really, really liked them. And then I kept checking and they weren't having any new books come out, and then all of a sudden, when I checked, there was 3. And since I've ordered these, there's 2 more. So if you like Zen Master books, run on over there and check out what's new since the Lighthouse. So this one is yarn, and once I've seen it, it's going to be a really good book for winter because, oh, okay, they've got pictures from their other books back there. So it's got, oh, this is a Christmas page. Yeah, there's a toque and some look like Christmas decorations, but why are there butterflies? I don't know, that's weird. They're nice, comfy, cozy, make you feel warm type of pictures. Like here's 2, I think that's probably supposed to be Ukrainian dress with their big totes and the yarn. And here we have someone knitting an Afghan. And here we have a room with a whole bunch of yarn made stuff and yarn laying around. We have there's a ball of yarn on the floor and a cat on the bed. That's pushing it, I think. Of course, a cat playing with the balls of yarn. Big basket of yarn with some huge crochet hooks in it. A grandma wearing a Fair Isle vest by the fire, knitting a toque with balls of yarn on the floor. That's a Christmas one too, because the stockings are hung. So I'll have to keep this one out so I can color the Christmas pictures in there. So then we put this one out, obviously, for Halloween. It's simply called Horror, Color by Numbers. And I haven't really had a chance to look at this. Ooh. Ooh, okay, so these are pretty gruesome pictures. Lots of zombies, lots of flesh-eaten body, and arms coming out of the ground, and like, that is a creepy clown. Body parts, people being eaten. Just my thing. And then this one too. Now I'm not usually into this stuff. It's called Zodiac and Astrological Designs, Color by Numbers. And I'm not into astrology or zodiac or anything like that, but this has got some awesome pictures in it. So there we have the wheel, forget what it's called. Then it goes through earth, air, wind, and fire. And it's got some horoscope chart wheel things there. This has got a lot of colors in it, folks. There's 35. And I think they use some weird names here. No, every name is totally understandable except for the last one. Mink. What color is mink? Now Viridian, I can't say offhand what color that is, but I'm pretty sure there's a prisma called Viridian, so I'll figure it out. And then there's a picture for each of the astrological signs. There. And yeah. So that looks like a really nice one. And since I have the others, I had to get this one. I know everybody has it already, but here's my copy finally. Aquatic. And I am so anxious to see what Fabiana does with her books. She's got 2 of them coming out. I do hope that they continue with the series. I guess it'll probably depend on how much of a demand Fabiana's call for. But yeah, these are really intricate pictures, but they're a lot of fun to color. I haven't colored many in my other books because I guess up to this point I've let them intimidate me, but I look at them with different eyes now, and I really just, my sister and I were talking once, and we said, you know, she likes big complicated pictures, and I've come to like them too. And it's when you look at it, you've got all this, oh, look at all that stuff, I don't even know what I'm looking at, what's there? Well, you just take it bit by bit. Like, here's a shark, color the shark. Well, look, there's a pair of shoes, color the shoes. Well, now that I'm at it, why don't I color these trees? And just color one thing at a time, and before you know it, you've colored them all. So this is nice. I really like this. Really like this one. So if the series does continue past Fabiana Nazio, I hope they bring Joseph Catambang back. And I finally got this. I have Sagar Sagner, or the other way around, and I absolutely love it. I've wanted her other book ever since, but it has made its way into my cart and been taken out again so many times that I made myself keep it in when I put it in this last time. And I'm so happy to have it. Now I don't have to go through the debate. Should I? Shouldn't I? I want something more. It's gorgeous. It's just the same kind of work as her other book. I do wish it had been a hardcover though. That would have been quite special. And then this is Angela Porter's book, Entangled Butterflies. I thought I would give one like this a try. And of course, it's just all her beautiful work. There's a lot of mandalas and just kind of Zen doodly designs in it, rather than scenes, which is kind of which is a little bit disappointing, but I find this kind easier to color. It's just the ones that are scenes are more fun to look at. So yeah, you know, last year I didn't have enough Creative Haven books to participate in the annual Creative Haven month. This year I have a ton of them. And I finally got this book too, to complete the series of 3 of them. For some reason I have not allowed myself to color in the other 2 because I didn't have the first one. And I want to do some out of here first. Now this is where the extreme comes into extreme color by numbers. These are huge. Like this book, Oh, every time I want a ruler, my rulers have moved away. Oh, I'm just reaching for one. Here we go. This book measures 14.5 inches tall by 10.5 inches wide. So that is one big baby. And this was published back in 19... Why am I saying 19? I'd be surprised if it was 19. Come on. You don't have the copyright? Okay, 2015. This was published back in 2015. And it has all the kinds of things that Sunlight Drawing is doing now. It has the hexagons, it has the triangles, okay, so that's what those both are, squares, and it even has mosaics in it. And they differ in size. Some of the shapes are larger, some of them are smaller. Okay, so here's, this is interesting. It's hexagons, but there's really big spaces between them. But I just want to come to a mosaic because I know they're in here. Well, that's another one of the... Well, maybe there aren't mosaics in this one. Oh, here. Here we go. Here's a mosaic. And this is like the, like Sunlight's mosaics with a little space between the shapes. And there. That one's even more so. So at the back it has the answers, I'm sure. Yeah, it's a big page full of them. So there, that makes that set complete too. So far I've done a lot of completing sets. This minute I need to have a sip of my pop. Next thing is another thing that I got from my sister. And that is April Amber's Chibi Girls Volume 1. And this is an awesome book. It will remind you of Jade Summer, but it's different. It has little chibi girls in different situations, and these are chibis. Look at the size of the body and the size of the head. A real chibi has the head twice as large as the body, or maybe there's like a half or something in there, but might be 2.5 times. So yes, these are real chibis. Yeah, it's 2.5, I think. And yeah, so a lot of them have simple backgrounds. There's a few that are very close to not having any background. But there's none of the really detailed ones like Jade Summer. But these are going to be a lot of fun. There is a Volume 2, and she now has Anime Girls Volume 1 out. And I have, I've ordered both of those. Then I got myself another book in the Color by Numbers book. These are by Sirius. That's not who my other books are by. Let's see. Oh, it's American. Oh, there we go. Sirius, 2019. Division of Arcturus. Now that's who usually says it. Yeah, it doesn't say the actual copyright date of this volume. So this one is called Landscapes. Now I don't think this is one of the ones that has duplicates in it. I hope not. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything from my other ones. Wait. Martin Sanders and David Woodruff. Okay, it doesn't say compiled. The ones that, there's some new ones have been made in 2019, and nothing on the book lets you know that inside are duplicates from the original books. Except that when you look at the title page, it says compiled by, and then it'll have a name here. So, these are all scenery. I love these books. They're really nice. I just wish they had better paper. And then, I'm not sure if there's one more thing or if this is it, from my sister. She got me one of Marty Joe's books, and Marty Joe makes all sorts of pattern and mandala, what have you, books, and she's got different volumes of things, but this one here is her mini doodles, and it's the on-the-go edition. So this is just big patterns on the page. Abstract, helter-skelter, but they have a theme. Like this one is, I guess, glam, because it's shoes and purses and mirrors. This one's Mexican, got a sombrero, cactus, a guitar, tequila by the looks of it. Oh dear. Valentine's Day. The internet. Oh, and a Halloween one. Oh, I should check and see if there's a Christmas one in there and do it this month. So I'll keep that one out too. And then I actually do not have this, and so I thought it was time for me to get it. Relax and Color Mandala by a Sunlight Drawing Company. Now, these are proper mandalas. And they look pretty simple, but there's a few there that have got a little bit of detail to them. Yeah, those will be fun. This isn't a color by number. Didn't think it was. Okay, I got this from my sister too, so this is the last thing that was in her package. And that is Chameleon Angelkova's Christmas mandalas. And I like this. I have to say I like this better than her summer, winter, spring, autumn books. Because, okay, so there's this one with a picture in the middle, and that one too. But around the outside is much bigger mandala part. Like the one that she's doing now are like great big pictures, and then it just has a little row of mandala. This has a pattern going around it. And there's some in here that don't even have pictures. Oh, I thought there was. Well, I have to remember that there's a couple in here for New Year's. So I can color those in January. Okay, no, they're all picture ones. But yeah, I do like this better because there's more mandala part. Oh, there's one. One regular one. Okay, so I will definitely be coloring some out of that this year. So put that up with the other books. And oh boy, it sure was the time for me to get Chameleon Angelkova books. I've been wanting this one. This one had to be my next one I was going to buy from her. So I love Celtic patterns and art and stuff. And yeah, this is just going to be a dream to color. You know, the only thing is I wish Chameleon Angelkova would print her books all as squares. It is becoming the norm by self-published people to make these square books, and I really, really, really like them for a mandala, because then every mandala is centered on the page. When you get a big book like this, you've got it like way up there, and then there's all this space down here. And it's the same every page. I mean, you can only make them so wide, and that means that the height's not going to be any different. So she should go to this method, this size. But I love it. I love it anyways. Okay, then another book that was put out by Zen Master is this one, National Parks. And now, of course, national here means American, and I'm not American, but still, each picture is some scenery. Okay, folks, and look here. It looks like this is their new color palette of 35 colors. Well, mink is number 35. Now imagine it's a kind of brown or gray. I just have to, oh, let's look at the back. Ooh, it's kind of a gray-brown. Yeah, on the back of their books they give the color. Inside it's just the names, but it's on the back of every page. And then I got me a Deborah Muller book, and this is her storybook, Princesses, Divas, Villainesses, and Heroes. That's what it says. So these are all based on fairy tale or fictional characters. I don't know what that is. Oh, it says it's Goldilocks. This is Mary, Mary, Quite Contrary. Now that's got to be the Little Mermaid. And this, bow and arrow. Not too sure who that is at the moment. Maybe she's supposed to be the Candy Man or the Candy Lady. That's Snow White's Wicked Witch. And one more. Wonder Woman! And then I got her Misfits. Creepy, Cute Girls. I just absolutely love Deborah's creepy stuff. I like, if you didn't know already, I like horror coloring and I like goth coloring and a mixture and combination of all that, but I also like spooky cute too. So I have a very wide range. This is going to be fun. And I love how Deborah frames her pictures. Makes them so much easier to color. Oh, and then here we go, one she didn't frame. But she usually does these like wonky frames. And the cloud is the top frame and the grass is the bottom frame. Like that. And then I picked up the Mystery Colors Christmas magazine. I haven't colored any Christmas pictures yet. Today is December 1st that I am doing this, and it's actually evening, pretty late in the evening. I think I might take this one to bed with me and color a picture so that I can say I colored a Christmas. Okay, so now I did get two specifically Christmas books, and I know they're Deborah Muller's two new books. Gnome for the Holidays, and I think she's drawn absolutely adorable gnomes with these great big noses. She's done a totally unique style on this. Yeah, I think she's done good at creating her own gnomes. Don't put that in my Christmas pile. And then the other one this year is a Merry Mermaid Christmas. And this one's quite different because they're not overtly Christmas. Like here we have a mermaid with all her seashells and her sea friends, and she's reading a book. But if we look at the book, it says the night before Christmas. So that's the only Christmas thing about this picture, is the title of the book. This one, I'm trying to see if I see anything Christmassy on it. Oh, there we go. There's a piece of holly on the tail. So this is a good book for people who don't really get in the Christmas mood, but you'd kind of like to acknowledge it. Very faint hints on most of these. And again, we have the naughty stocking, so they're not bombarded with Christmasness. And they actually like that. I mean, I love your books with Santa and penguins. I love penguins and stuff. But I celebrate a Christian Christmas, and it's nice to get all that stuff out of some things. And this is just right taste of it. Yay, a penguin! Okay, I love that book. Then I got this one off of Amazon Canada, and this is this new French series that I'm starting to collect because I love the little square size. I have a lot of books, and they're mostly full size, like 8.5 by 11 or A4s, and I need some smaller ones so that I can just, color a real picture but not have it take too long. So this one obviously is called Elephants, and they have original illustrations. And this one is illustrated by Laurent Roulier. And it's a Hatchet Loisir book. That stands for Hatchet Hobbies. And I will definitely do a flip of this one for you. These books are just absolutely fantastic. They do come with wallpapery pages, but at this size, I think that even if you're a person who doesn't like patterns, you wouldn't mind. Haven't come across any yet. Okay, so that's just a pattern. Here we go. Yeah, so just a quick flip. Oh, I love it, man. I love it. And at the end, you get a little paper kit. It comes with some note cards, lines on the back, and then the second half, you either get tags or bookmarks. Okay, these are table cards, but you could use those as little note cards. And is that it? Oh, okay, that's different. The other ones I have bookmarks or gift tags. Okay. And then this month, I ordered 2 books from Coloring Heaven. I've decided not to get a subscription, that I will just order the ones that I want. Then I can order them when they come out right away, not miss out, but I don't have to get any that I don't like. So, this came a little late, but I'm the type of person who says that every day is Halloween, and I do not mind coloring creepy pictures when it's not Halloween. Some of these aren't even Halloween specific. Like, that's just a creepy picture. Same with this. This is goth, not Halloween, but everybody knows what that looks like. And then this was still hanging around in the back issues, so I picked it up. Issue number 45, Dark and Mysterious Beauties from Micah Jelena. Now they don't have very much in the back issues. They do sell out pretty fast, so I think this is the earliest one. I've bought a few back issues that go back further than this, but since I've bought them, they've sold out. Yeah, I like this. Those are going to be fun to color. Yeah, I really like that. And then Belba Family sent me some books last month. And I'll just take my papers out here so I can show it to you. They sent me this one, Christmas and Travel Mosaics. And this has some really nice pictures of Christmas from all around the world. And you see the different types of Santas. And, oh, I should mention this is color by number. It's just a normal, everyday color by number. I think they've put all the landscape ones at the back. Yeah, and the portrait ones at the front. Good on ya, Belba Family. So that one. And dogs. I was a little bit behind on getting this one because I had a package take an extraordinarily long time to get to me. So this one's dogs, and this is one of their square books. So you can't really see anything. They're just a bunch of squares you fill in with colors, and you end up with a picture like that. They're very detailed, are these books. And then, well, I must be missing one. I am. Just hang on a second, because this came in a different package. Oof. Oh, these next two came separately. So I just send a shout out there to Belba Family and thanking you for sending me your books to review. I love them. So this one's quite unique. It's called The Money Book, and there's a table of contents that tells you what everything is. It's a little bit close to the one I did. You'll see that when you see my finishes. But, so here we have a money pot of gold. Maybe that's what it's referring to. Money tree. We all want one of those. Okay, so this is probably something foreign that I don't know about with the owls. Piggy bank. Mice. That looks like maybe a pagoda in the back, so it could be foreign. The scarab. Elephants with money. So yeah, these will all have worldwide sayings and ideas that symbolize money, and there's a color by number picture in there. And the other thing, this is their last one, and it is square mandalas, and it's just a mandala that you color in the squares, and you will end up with pictures like that. Aren't they beautiful? So I've done one in here and it was really nice. Now this book is a little different from their other ones because it doesn't have on the back here what their colors are. Instead, at the beginning, they give you a page that has a little pair of scissors and a dotted line here to cut out and use as your palette. Keep it in your book, use it as your bookmark. and carry it around with you. Okay, then Dover sends me a few books every now and then, and I get to tell them what titles I want, if there's 3 that I want. And so I have reviewed these for them, Celtic Animal Designs, and this book is gorgeous. So, oops, that's the one I did. I can't see it. So yeah, this has just got all sorts of different designs with Celtic knots and patterns and symbols, and then there's animals on it somewhere. But they're a stylized animal done in the way that the Celts made them. Like, look at these dogs. They're like, they're really long like this. And they have a lot of animals like that. Some of them it's hard to tell what they are. But they're different styles. You know, it's not the same thing over and over again. It's different ways to do them. So that's really nice. But this was my favorite of the 3. Well, I can't say that. I really like this book though. Elegant Tile Designs. All sorts of different types of designs that are made from historical ones from all over the world. So you've got great big designs like that with a repeating pattern on it. Then this one has no repeat. It's just a big pattern. This one has tiles that repeat. This has got several tiles that repeat in different ways. Again, they're all different kinds. So yeah, I love this book a lot. It's by Marty Noble. The Celtic Animal Designs is Carrie Buziak. And then the latest Creative Haven Color by Number is Glorious Gardens. And I know you've seen some people working in this. These are absolutely gorgeous pictures. I've only done one in here so far because I do a picture in a review book before I do anything public for it. I'm an Amazon Top 500 reviewer on Amazon.ca, in case you're interested. And finally, I was surprised one day when my very good, I don't know whether to call her a Facebook or a YouTube friend. She's both. I meet her in both places. Well, I see her on Instagram too, so we kind of follow each other around on the social media sites. But anyways, my very good internet friend got me this, and she has given me permission to say her name. So I want to say thank you to Michelle. Michelle Bloodworth was very kind to surprise me with this. I had added it to my basket, and it wasn't too long after that I actually received it, so it was pretty cool. I wasn't pleased with Jade Summers' selections this Christmas. I ended up not buying any of them, and then this one came out, and I loved this. Of course, it's not Christmas themed, but I loved this one, so I put that in my, not in my basket, I put it on my wish list right away. And yes, thank you very much, Michelle. It was a wonderful surprise and a lovely thing to do. I thank you very much. So folks, that is that. I'm going to have to say a quick goodbye because we're under an hour, and if I make this last part go too long, we'll go over an hour and my camera will start recording a new clip. Then I'll have 2 I have to piece together. So, I hope that I have inspired you to get out your coloring books and go to town on them. Perhaps I've inspired you to try some of these authors or some of these books, though I take no responsibility for the amount of money you have in your bank account. I am not an enabler. You are just an enablee. Not a very wise thing to say since I can't get the words out. Anyways, I find it very inspirational to watch what other people buy, even if it's just adding it to my wish list, because it makes me familiar with new illustrators. I always want to say author. Gets me familiar with new to me illustrators, and you know, it doesn't do any harm to put the item in your wish list and you get the same satisfaction of clicking a button. It just doesn't go into your cart. And I'm going to have to make it fast here, or else the camera's not going to be kind to me. So, until next time, bye-bye!